Okay, this is what we do if we want something to happen when the player goes in a certain location. So for this example, we want the player to stay away from the painting, but we also want the player to be able to see the painting. So what we can do is we can leave it off when the player is far enough from the painting, so then it gets a full view of the painting, but then turn it on again when the player is too close. So one thing we can use from the EZPZ toolkit is the EZPZ area trigger, so we can gain access to that by going into the EZPZ interaction toolkit folder, prefabs, interactables, and then what we do is we just go ahead and drag it into the scene. So what's going to happen with this is that if the player is within this yellow area, it will activate this event here on trigger enter. And when the player exits this yellow area, it will activate this other event called on trigger exit. So what we can do is we can take advantage of that by adding an event. And the way this works is we choose an object to talk to. So if we just go ahead and say prime warning, because this is that object, this is the label that gives us the warning in front of Optimus Prime. We just go ahead and drag that into this field, and basically what this means is when the on trigger enter event is called or activated, that's when the player gets into this trigger area. It will talk to this object here. So you can see that popping up when we click. Now we need to tell it what to do. So it just so happens that this object has this game object. Oh, that's coming out of the screen, so I'm just gonna like move this in a little bit. So if we go over here, we can see that we have this game object component, and then what we can do is we can say set active equals true, and then we want that to, instead of turning off, we want that to turn on. But like, let's just have a look at how this works right now. So what's going to happen is when we get into this trigger area, this label is going to turn off. But that's just a note, that's the opposite of what we want to do, but I'm just going to show you how this works right now. Just going to press play to that. It's taking a while to play. What's going on? Here we go. So you can see that the yellow area has disappeared. It's now invisible, but like it's still there. So if we have a look at this area trigger, it's still like there. We just need to turn on the mesh render to see it, but let's turn that off. And then we go into the area, and then it deactivates the sign. But as I said, that's the opposite of what we want to do. So we actually want to turn the sign on when we get too close. So that means we'll turn it off to begin with, like this. And then the other thing we need to do is we, once the user leaves the area, we want to turn it off. But let's just not do that at the moment and see what happens. So we go into the trigger area, the sign gets activated. Yay, it's activated. Too close, move away. But like the warning is still there. So we need to do one more thing, and we just go ahead and add this event here on trigger exit. And then we just say game object set active equals false. So now this has the full sequence of what we want to do. Warning, and then we move away, no more warning. And that's it. This is how we use the EZPZ area trigger. And yeah, that's supposed to be a quick video. Thank you for watching.